also try to diverse these issues and, of course, hear from you, while we'll objectively bring out this information to you from credible, intelligible sources. You also get to respond and react. Now, what are the hot topics this evening? You recall Bolanle Rahim, who was killed by a trigger-happy policeman on Christmas Day, whose name is Vandy. Well, this is the new information concerning her. Apparently, on Christmas Day, while she was shot, Drambi Vandy this morning was arraigned in court and has been remanded at the Ikoyi Correctional Center till January 30, 2023 to give room for the DPP's advice. So this is what it was stated. And of course, Benjamin Hundeyin, who is the police spokesperson, says this: Nigerians have called for justice and transparency in the killing of Mrs. Bolanle Rahim, a Lagos-based lawyer who was shot in the Aja area of Lagos inside her car while she was returning from an outing on December 25 with her family. However, the Police Service Commission on Thursday, in a statement signed by Ikechukwu Ani, head of press and public relations, granted approval for the suspension of the officer from duty with immediate effect. The commission directed that the final investigation into the matter should be concluded to enable the commission to take further necessary action. Meanwhile, presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, Omoyele Sowore, stated that the trigger-happy officer Vandy should be charged with a triple homicide, considering that the deceased was reportedly pregnant with a set of twins. Sowore said that following confirmation that the deceased was pregnant with twins, the policeman did not only kill the lawyer, but also her unborn children. The human rights activist decried the increasing impunity displayed by police in the country, saying ASP Vandy must be brought to justice. However, that is the case. He has actually been remanded in police custody till January 30, pending when they will revisit the case, look at the case critically, and then due action will be taken. Already, Nigerians have clamored that something should be done concerning this. This is just one in many cases of police brutality, indiscipline, and all forms of vices. However, the proactiveness being taken concerning this particular case is one that one would say is quite commendable. That is one of the topic that we are looking at today on the Evening Rush, the hot topic segment. Another thing we also would look at today is concerning IPOB. An IPOB camp being raided in Rivers State, and this is the confirmation. Actually, the Rivers State Police Command has said 10 suspected members of the disbanded indigenous people of Biafra and 7 fake members of the civilian joint task force in various parts of the state have been arrested. The State Commissioner of Police, Okon Effiong, disclosed this while briefing newsmen in Port Harcourt today. Effiong said the arrests were made when officers raided their hideouts after the command acted on credible intelligence. He said the suspected IPOB members were arrested in Oyigbo in the outskirts of Port Harcourt, while the arms-bearing fake civilian JTF members were nabbed in Umuku and Ahoda, both in Rivers State. And that is one good development, we will say. However, there needs to be confirmation if these were indeed IPOB members, if they were truly IPOB members. You recall that a particular deserter trained about 1,000 IPOB fighters. That deserter was the one who actually killed Ahmed Gulak, and he was arrested, and that was when the confirmation was made. The spokesperson for the command, Michael Abatam, disclosed that this deserter, Mwagu, who deserted the army after 8 years of service, committed many atrocities. Abatam said after years of surveillance, the suspect was arrested during his father's funeral in Abo Mbisi local government area of the state. So this deserter admitted to being the one who spearheaded the killing of Ahmed Gulak. According to his confession, he said when they shot at Ahmed Gulak, initially he did not die. So they had to remove the rings on his fingers and then shot him before he died. He said he had trained a lot of about 1,000 Eastern Security Network members in weaponry and terror attacks. He confessed to have led attacks on security officers, police stations, and offices of the Independent and National Electoral Commission. This particular deserter confers to training about 1,000 IPOB fighters. The police actually apprehended him. This information actually came out yesterday. So again, this time around in Rivers State, about 10 suspected members of the disbanded indigenous people of Biafra and 7 fake members of the civilian joint task force in various parts of the state have been arrested. And this was confirmed by the State Police Commissioner of Police, Okon Effiong, while he was disclosing the development to correspondents in that state. That is one. Another topic today, or another scenario, one hot topic trending this evening is concerning the campaign director general of the Labour Party in person of Akin Oshintokun. So the Independent National Electoral Commission disclosed that the director general of the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council, Akin Oshintokun, remains the Zenith Labour Party senatorial candidate for Ekiti Central Senatorial Zone. Oshintokun was announced as the Labour Party campaign DG on Tuesday, as we'll all recall. Now, he took over from Doyin Okukwe, who resigned after he was convicted for breaching the Money Laundering Act. The appointment of Oshintokun has since set many tongues wagging. We will all recall how the conversation of the new DG emerged. Now, the INEC Commissioner for Information and Voter Education, Festus Okoye, explained that Oshintokun remains the Zenith Labour Party senatorial candidate as the period for withdrawal and substitution of candidates had passed. According to INEC's timetable for the 2023 elections, July 15 was the last day for the withdrawal and substitution of candidates by political parties for presidential and National Assembly elections. Now, the question we're going to ask concerning this particular development now for the Labour Party is, if INEC is saying that the current Director General of the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council is still a strong member of the Zenith Labour Party, still a senatorial candidate of the Zenith Labour Party, what does that say for the Labour Party Campaign Council as of now? Does it mean that he's occupying two positions, a senatorial candidate for the Zenith Labour Party and then a campaign DG of the Labour Party? Although the Zenith Labour Party has come out to say that he had left the Zenith Labour Party. There was no recourse, there was no disagreement, there was no problem, and that he actually left about 3 or 4 months ago. But with INEC coming on to say this, that is the INEC's INEC's Commissioner for Voter Information and Voter Education, Festus Okoye, coming to say that he is still a member of the Zenith Labour Party, as at the fact that he did not leave the party before July 15, so automatically he is still a member of the party. What does that say for the Labour Party Campaign Council? Earlier, I spoke with one of the national spokesperson. He reacted, but I want to hear from you precisely. What does this say for the Labour Party? Does it mean that Oshintokun occupies two positions with two different political parties? One he is still a senatorial candidate of, and another one he is the Director General, Campaign Council of the Presidential Campaign Council of the Labour Party. So what exactly where does this place the Labour Party presidential campaign team at the moment with this scenario, this development coming up? These are the issues that we're looking at on the hot topic this evening. Court remanding the trigger-happy police officer Vandi till January 30 for killing a Lagos female lawyer, Bolanle. Some persons will say that they expected expedite action to be taken as soon as possible, but hey, there's a process to these things. Even if there is evidence to prove that he did what he did, there's a process, there's protocol. People are expecting immediate severe actions, penalty measures to be invoked on this Vandi police officer. However, the consequences of all of this is this. The police institution in general, does this not shed a light as to the kind of overhaul that needs to be done in that sector, in the system, the police system itself? How a police officer, because they asked somebody to stop, the person did not stop, and then you shot the person. What does this say on the mental space, that is the mental, emotional state of police officers currently working and operating in the country? Because for you to immediately pick up your arm to shoot, it tells that there is either something is quite not all right with you, or you're in a state of you cannot properly identify yourself and the office you hold, and being consistently aware of your responsibility to the people whom you are meant to serve and protect. That is what that scenario that this man performed defines. It defines his mental state and his emotional state and his sense of self. All right, so I want to hear your reaction concerning this new development from the court today, declaring that he will be remanded till January 30. And Nigerians have actually reacted when this information came out earlier today. They were not happy. They felt that something more should have been done as quick as possible. So he is currently at the Ikoyi Correctional Center, and he'll be there till January 30 to give room for the DPP's advice. Until then, further action will be taken on that particular proceeding. And of course, the police raiding an IPOP camp in Rivers, arresting about 10 members. And I talked about the fact that yesterday or before yesterday, there was a particular deserter who used to be in the military and who claimed to have apparently trained 1,000 Eastern Security Network members and IPOP members. He also said he spearheaded the killing of Ahmed Kulak. Stated as well that there were some INEC headquarters that were burnt and destroyed by he and his team. However, the police have apprehended him, and he actually confessed to a lot of crime, as regards to his activities in the Southeast. These are the topics that we are looking at today. Okay, and then this particular information just coming in also says that the Senate President Ahmed Lawan today disclosed that the 2023 appropriation bill will be signed on Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023. You recall, if you had listened to us earlier in the news, that Ahmed Lawan was in a closed-door meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari concerning the appropriation bill. Well, the Senate President, who arrived at the State House a few minutes before 3 p.m., said he discussed President Buhari's recent additional loan request and the 2023 appropriation bill. He regretted that the signing was coming in a bit later than that of the 2022, which was signed on December 31, 2021. However, the new report emerging now from that closed-door meeting is that the appropriation bill will be signed on January 3rd, 2023, which will be next week, Tuesday. So these are the hot topics that are currently trending at the moment. Currently now, we're streaming live on YouTube, so you can go on YouTube, type Voice of the People. If you subscribe, you can actually virtually be part of the conversation this evening on the Evening Rush Hot Topic. And of course, the person you're listening to is Esther Wachuku. Don't worry. Precious is still on board, and you'll be listening to her next week by the grace of God. Next week, meaning 2023, the new year. So, with all of this on ground happening at the moment, apparently these are the hot topics that'll be rounding off the last Friday of the year in 2022. I'd like to hear your reaction based on this particular scenarios. These scenarios are actually quite, it's something I want to hear your purview on, concerning the fact that we have this lady who was about to take her kids for Christmas, enjoy herself and her family. She was also pregnant. You actually heard Omoyele Sowore saying that he should be remanded and for more than just one murder case. Apparently she was pregnant, so the police officer killed more than one person. So it should be a 2 or 3 count murder charge that should be placed on him. That's what Omoyele Sowore said concerning Bolanle Rahim's case. And of course, we're talking about the fact that the Labour Party campaign DG, that is in person of Akin Ochuntokun, apparently, first is Minister INEC's Commissioner for Voter and Education has come out to say that he is still a strong member of the Zenith Labour Party, despite the fact that he had officially left the party about 3 or 4 months ago. What does that actually say for the Labour Party itself? What does it say for the Presidential Campaign Council of the Labour Party right about now with this particular development concerning Akin Ochuntokun? If Festus who is INEC's Commissioner for Information and Voter Education, is saying this, what does it say for the Labour Party? Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you? Please, the audio of your radio. Okay, thank you very much. Go ahead.
Okay. How are you?
I'm fine. Good evening.
Actually, I wanted to comment on the program you highlighted. One of them is Ochuntokun. Now, you see, there are 2 issues there, and they don't correlate.
Okay.
The other one is an elective position that is seeking.
All right.
The other one is an appointment. Now, they hired you to come and work based on your expertise as a media personality or as a media guru. The other one is he is seeking to be a senator. Yes. So the two of them do not colorate. He doesn't have to necessarily be a member of Labour Party to be a Director General of the Labour Party organization or spokesman.
But Oshintoku has explained that he abandoned his senatorial ambition under the Zenith Labour Party to take up Obi's campaign DG post. Now, the argument here is this. The Commissioner for Information and Voter Education, Festus Okoye, that is the Commissioner of Voter Information and INEC, is saying that he still remains a senatorial candidate at the Zenith Labour Party, despite the fact that even the party itself, that is Zenith Labour Party itself, had admitted that he had actually abandoned that position and had left their party about 3 months or so before joining the Labour Party.
There's no law that he breaks. He didn't break any law. So they can go on with the election. Whatever that happens, but I'm sure even with that, I'm not sure he will win that election in Ekiti. It is a volatile place politically.
Okay.
So and a dicey place also to contest an election. So it doesn't change anything. He should just go ahead with his appointment and then do it judiciously.
All right, thank you very much.
Then the other one we also mentioned about the killing of
Bolanle Rahim.
Yes. It's just unfortunate. Unfortunate, really. The killing is becoming too much. And since that the man, they issued under investigation and they have dragged the man to court today, one should be mindful of what people do not say. So let the court determine the punishment.
All right, thank you. Thank you for calling, okay? I do appreciate that. Now, recall, like I said, we're streaming on YouTube, so you can send your comments in there if you cannot get across to us. That's if you've been trying to call, you're not getting across to us. Just send your comments on YouTube. I will definitely read it out. You can also send us a message on WhatsApp, 0700 903 9039. 0700 903 9039. That is the WhatsApp number. However, you can call on 0700 903 903 903. The conversation this evening on the hot topic is this. Bolanle Rahim's killer, that is the trigger happy cop, has been remanded at the correctional center for a month, more than a month, until where an advice would have to be sought for. So the legal proceeding has commenced. He'll be there till January 30. That is a particular information just coming in. All right. So it happens to be that at the Ikoyi Correctional Center, he will be there till January 30, pending the advice that will be taken by the DPP. Investigations are ongoing. So the president, the Lagos State governor, has actually asked for calm, that the police are actually doing their work and due process will be followed and justice will be served. That is basically the statement concerning that. Now, coming on to Rivers State, apparently it obviously seems that the police there raided an IPOP camp in Rivers and arrested members, about 10 of them. All right. The police commissioner was the one who disclosed this today to correspondents in Port Harcourt. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Fine.
Your name and location, please.
My name is Daniel.
Daniel.
Yes.
Wow, welcome to the program. Is this your first time of calling in?
No, I think this is the second time.
Second time. All right. Welcome to the program, Daniel. Please go ahead.
Thank you. First of all, I just thank you for your job because you are trying.
Thank you.
I really thank you. Most you are trying.
Yeah.
So just what I want to do, talk about is this estimation concerning the IPOP.
Yes.
So let us be realistic in Nigeria. This IPOP affected even federal government themselves. They have fight all over the time. They went to US, they went everywhere to declare IPOP terrorist group. And everybody has seen. And my first listener, everybody has seen that IPOP is not a terrorist group, which everybody knows.
They've been proscribed.
So now, we are talking about no Fulani herdsman has ever confessed how many people he killed. No Boko Haram have ever thought. So Nigeria is just blind to themselves. So whether they like it or not, IPOB is self-isolated, just as everybody knows. We have not been, no IPOB have ever done anything terror, which we know. Sit at home that they don't sit at home, they bring all their political, they don't sit at home as if sit at home, any person force anybody to be at home. No. Let me tell you, the civil, whatever happened during the Afghan war, let Nigeria know that they can never wipe Biafra away because the Biafra is running at the end of every woman.
Daniel, are you an empathizer of the IPOB group?
No, I'm not a matter of it. It's not a matter of sympathizing. It's a matter of reality. When we are talking about reality, Boko Haram has been terrorizing Nigeria since ever. Planning henchmen, Nungo men, nobody have ever in this life. Is there any Boko Haram member that has been convicted, that has been sentenced to jail, since they are mining and killing Nigerians? Is there any planning henchmen that you have ever heard that the planning henchmen were convicted of? So all these things they are doing, let them know that this Biafra 18 is running in Igbo man's blood. It is in our blood. I was not born during Biafra, but I inherited it from my father. It's running inside my blood. So let them stop whatever they are saying. They are trying to make IPOB look as if we are Boko Haram or we are Fulani henchmen. IPOB can never be such. So what you are talking about is let Nigerians be away. Let us not be giving ourselves fake information and trying to destroy ourselves. So that's my own contribution. So anytime anybody is mentioning IPOB, let them remove anything. We are not Boko Haram, we are not Fulani henchmen.
So Daniel, you're literally telling me that you're an IPOB member. My
bitterness is that they are there killing people, ambusting people, pushing people out of their village. Nigerians are IDP in their own countries, and nobody is talking, nobody is convicted. And small than this, they will say the IPOB members say like this, and IPOB members say they are fooling themselves. That's what I have to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling on the program. Okay, so you heard Daniel. I think the summary of what he's saying is that the country is in a state. It seems to be in a state of disrepair, and the reality has to be talked about. However, the information concerning that of IPOB is the fact that the police raided an IPOB camp in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, today, and while they were disclosing the information to correspondents, stated that there were 10 suspected members of the group who were apprehended by the police, and they were able to get some items from them, some guns, some charms, and some stuff in their house, especially in an estate in Oyibo. The building they stay in the estate was raided and 10 of them were arrested. However, they were identified as the key players in the burning down of the Oyibo police station during the #EndSARS riot. That's basically what the police commissioner said, and that these areas where these IPOB members were residing were at the outskirts in Port Harcourt, the outskirts of Port Harcourt in Oyibo. They got credible information concerning where these IPOB members were situated, and when they got there, apparently it seemed that they were members who were part of those who burnt down police stations during the #EndSARS riot. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. I'm Franklin, calling from Okota.
Franklin, please go ahead.
This killing of Gulag, the story is just as in here.
Okay.
The word police is telling us it shot Gulag once, it did not enter. That is rubbish.
No, police said the man. The policeman said the man confessed.
That doesn't make sense. The confession we need to know. How did the gathered guy know about Gulag movement? How did he get to know the hotel Gulag Lodge?
It was this.
How did he get to know? Because Gulag visitation in Imo State was not official. And Gulag was not in his usual attire as a northerner. He was disguised in Iporo.
Okay.
So how did he know about Gulag movement?
That was the confession he made.
Is there any third party involved? That is not the confession. Because police ought to ask him, how did he get to know about Gulag movement? The hotel he lodged, the time he ought to leave, that he's going to leave Imo State that day and going to airport. The car that he entered, how did he get to know? Is there anybody that any other third party that is involved? Okay, what is the reason of killing Gulag? Yes? They ought want to tell us now. You will not tell us he shot and once, enter. He give a flat, he give a kick.
They apprehended this guy based on intelligence reports. They caught him at a funeral of his father. The man has confessed to training over 1,000 Eastern security members in weaponry and terror attacks. He confessed to murdering Ahmed Gulak.
My concern is about Gulak. How did he get to?
Okay, so this is what he said, all right? Listen to what the man said. This is what he said. He confessed that he led the operation and they double-crossed and stopped the Toyota Camry taxi car that was taking Ahmed Gulak and his friend to the airport and ordered them to calm down. They shot him, but the bullet did not penetrate his body. So he went to remove the rings on his right fingers. That is, there were rings on Gulak's right fingers. They shot and killed him along Airport Road. The man also confessed that he led his gang members, which included one Okechukuduru and others, to kidnap one Jude Umwahiri on November 4, 2021, collected ransoms, killed 4 persons in the residence of the victim. So apparently there were a lot of operations that have been carried out by this deserter and a couple of members that he trained. So he confessed to the killing of Ahmed Gulak to the policemen. Now, how that conversation came up, well, that could have been during interrogations, but this were the official statement concerning what was said when this deserter Mwagu was apprehended, or rather caught, by the special police operatives who caught him at his father's funeral. All right, 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. Currently, you're listening to the Evening Rush on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Esther Wachko. I'm sitting in for Precious this evening, and we're looking at scenarios on the hot topic. What are the hot topics we're focusing on this evening? It's concerning the fact that the police disclosed that 10 IPOP members were apprehended in River State, Oyinbo to be precise. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, my sister.
Good evening, how are you?
Fine, thank you. God bless you. My name is Peter. I am calling for...
Hello?
My name is Peter. I am calling for Idumu.
Idumu. All right, go ahead, Peter.
Okay. I think this type of incident, there's no need for Nigerians to even make noise about it. I think the happy trigger police officer that did wrong, I think we all were yearning for injustice for that innocent
lady,
woman, Nigerian.
Yes.
Yeah. So the same things apply against this man. There's nothing like maybe sympathy or whatever the federal government of Nigeria can do about that. There's no, people don't send a death sentence to order. That man should not even only sentenced to jail. He should be sent to life imprisonment or be killed. If killing is good, he should be also killed. That is the kind of Nigeria we should be praying for. Not that he will be sued and tomorrow he will be separated like Waduma was given 7 years imprisonment. For what? You understand? So he should be dealt with severely. He should pay for his life.
All right. Thank
you very much. And God bless you.
Yes, thank you for calling on the program. 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. We're currently streaming on YouTube as well, so you can go on there and send your comments. We would read it out on the program. Also, the WhatsApp number to send a message to is 0700 903 9039. Hello, good evening. All right, please do call back 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. And also the WhatsApp number to send a message to is 0700 903 9039. Hot topics for this evening on the Evening Rush is the fact that a court has remanded the trigger-happy police officer Vandi till January 30 for killing a Lagos female lawyer, Bolanle Rahim. That is one new development concerning that particular situation. Also, police have raided an IPOP camp in Rivers. They arrested members and they disclosed this to correspondents in Port Harcourt today. Apparently, the members who were arrested were situated or residing at Oyinbo, the outskirts of Port Harcourt, and they caught them, about 10 of them, and they also said they got some items from them, some fake civilian JTF uniforms, and they also discovered that they were involved in the burning down of police stations during the End SARS protests. That is also what is on the hot topic this evening. We also looked at the fact that President Muhammadu Buhari is to sign the 2023 budget on Tuesday. Recall that Ahmed Lawan was in a closed-door session with the president earlier on this afternoon at precisely 3 p.m. And of course, the outcome of that particular meeting is the fact that on Tuesday, President Muhammadu Buhari will be able to sign the budget. And of course, it's concerning the Labour Party, the current DG of the Labour Party, whom the Commissioner of Information and Education, Voter Education, Festus, is saying that the Labour Party DG is still a senatorial candidate of the Zenith Labour Party, as a fact that in July 15 was the official period for anyone who wanted to defect or leave any political party should have, but that apparently he was still a member of the Zenith Labour Party. So the question I'm asking is that what does that say for the presidential campaign process of the Labour Party? What does that say for the electioneering campaign activities for the Labour Party with this development? Although Zenith Labour Party has come out to say that Oshintoko actually left the party about 3 or 4 months ago and abandoned that position. Hello, good evening. Hello. 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 All right, do call back. We cannot hear anything. I think it's a network situation. 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. The WhatsApp number to send a message to is 0700 903 9039. 0700 903 9039. And of course, on YouTube, we're streaming live, so you can go on there if you want to virtually be part of the conversation this evening. We're streaming live, so you can send your comments on YouTube and we'll read it out. What are the hot topics that we're looking at this evening? Hello? Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine.
All right, name and location, please.
My name is Joseph. I'm calling from Ajawa State.
Joseph, please go ahead.
Okay, because I want to comment on the issue of PVC collection at INEC office at Oshun.
Okay.
We have been having challenge on collection of the PVC. Our PVC already is out, but they refuse to give majority of us at that location. We've been going there since on Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I've gone there like 4 times since they have not given. They told us it's not ready. Why is it's out?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
We're having challenges. So if there's a way we could connect us to the INEC chairman or any INEC official that could help us solve the issue.
All right.
So that's the problem we are facing here.
So when you go there, what they keep telling you is that it's not yet ready. It's not yet ready. That's all they keep saying. And they haven't told you a particular day when you can come to assure you that it will be ready for you to collect it.
There's no day. Even one of my younger sister, the day I went there, I submitted her form.
Okay.
They called her to come and collect it, but she has gone to work. They were calling her to go. I went there to collect it on her behalf. They said they can't give me her own. Then I asked her to go on Tuesday. She went there to collect it. Then I told her that it's not yet out. While I personally saw her own, they were calling her that day I went there to collect, just because they can't give me her own. So that's the issue we've been facing there. That is a very big challenge. And some of them are asking us to give them a bribe. Some say 3,000.
Are you serious? The INEC officials?
Yes, those people are at that place.
That is unfortunate. That is so bad. Thank you very much for calling. Thank you. All right?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for that information. So it's important, if any INEC official is listening to me at the moment, we'll make investigations after this program. We'll follow up on what this complaint is. But please, if you cannot ascertain when persons can get their permanent voter cards, it's important for you to inform them when it is due. INEC has informed that some PVCs are ready, have told people to go to the local government and, request to get their PVCs. Now, if persons are going and you say their PVCs are not ready, is it possible to give them a specified date for them to get their PVCs? We have about 56 days or 54 days to the general elections. It's important for us to expedite the action, the process of PVC collection. 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. You can also send us a WhatsApp message on 0700 903 9039. 0700 903 9039. And like I told you, we're streaming live on YouTube, Voice of the People. That is VOP 90.3 FM. Once you click on there, you just go on and you can see Evening Rush currently streaming at the moment. So definitely you can subscribe so you get notified on any program of your choice, and you can actually watch on any programs of your choice afterwards and send a message right on there. What are the hot topics we're looking at today? Police raid IPOP camp in Rivers, arrest members. Also, apparently, it has been disclosed today, court remanded the trigger-happy police officer, Vandy, till January 30 for killing a Lagos female lawyer, Bolanle. That is actually a good one, and he'll be there. That is at the Ikoyi Correctional Center till January 30, 2023. You recall that President Muhammadu Buhari, the Lagos State Governor, has assured Nigerians that something will be done as soon as possible concerning this case. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Okay, we lost that connection. 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call to send a WhatsApp message. 0700 903 9039. All right, you can send a WhatsApp message and we'll read it right on here. Send a message, don't send a voice note. Send a message and we'll read it right on here. 0700 903 9039 on WhatsApp and 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Emmanuel.
Emmanuel.
I'm presently calling from Ogba.
All right. Go ahead, Emmanuel.
All right. I'm on my way home from the office. I can speak with you now. I want to make a report.
Okay.
And the report is about a particular policeman, a police officer, attached to Okoba police station.
Mm-hmm.
Okoba police post. All right. This particular police officer, he is always dead drunk, and he used to carry his AK-47, his rifle, and come and stay at that railway track when you are approaching the Fagba traffic light. That Fagba traffic light. Before you climb the railway track, before you cross the railway track, the guy is always around there. The last time I saw him was just about less than 2 weeks ago. I was just returning from the office at about 8 o'clock. He was just alone there. And when you get to that particular place, because of the high influx of vehicles, Okada riders, keke napep, and then articulated vehicles coming from Abulegba, Songwater, one has to be very, 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 very careful when you get to that particular point. So I was very careful not, to collide with any of these vehicles I just mentioned. As I tried to turn to a brick road. The next thing, I saw torchlight and a human being right in front of my bonnet. And he was just telling me I should park. I was shocked. Who is this? And why is this man? So when I looked around, he was the only one. And he was carrying his rifle. And he was drunk. Well, we used to see him in the morning and then in the afternoon. But on that day, I saw him the night and I was saying, like, God, what is this man doing here? So immediately I now challenged him with a very good tone. I said, officer, what is it that you are stopping me for? Can't you see I'm just returning from the office? So the next thing now, he put on his torchlight and went around my vehicle because I had to clear from the road because he was carrying his rifle. So he went around my car and saw that my jacket was, I hung it at the back seat. And when I told him that, I know you are from Okoba police station. What is it that you are stopping me for? And I'm just coming from the office. That is when he now allowed me to go. I don't know whoever, went through the same, challenge that I witnessed that day. But my fear is that the guy is always drunk, very drunk. And the DPO will never deny that he doesn't know about this guy's character. My fear is that let it not happen before we begin to lament. That's why I'm bringing it to the public notice now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for bringing that to us. Okay, thank you. That was quite well informed. Okay, so here is the thing. I know it's risky, very risky and dangerous. But if it's possible when we face this kind of occurrence to do a video, I know it's dangerous and risky because these guys, they don't like you videoing them. They can actually do anything at the moment. But if it's possible for you to do a video and they don't notice that you're doing that, please, it would be lovely for you to do that video. Send it to Voice of the People 90.3 FM on our WhatsApp number 0700 903 9039. 0700 903 9039. Once you do that, trust me, there's a video evidence. We will follow up on it. Any police officer at this moment who would not adhere to discipline, who would not adhere to the modus operandi of the service that they're meant to render to the people, I think it is important for us to hold them accountable to it. Things will no longer be as usual. There needs to be a complete rehabilitation and reformation in the police sector, and I think they know that already. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Name and location, please.
Good evening. I'm CJ.
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 What's your location, CJ?
I'm calling from Okafa.
Okafa. All right. Is this your first time of calling on the program, CJ?
No, I don't think. Maybe it should be my second or third.
All right, CJ. Go ahead, please.
Yes. Actually, I have two choices to contribute, or maybe three.
All right.
The first is the INEC official spokesperson.
Yes.
Festus Okoye.
Yes.
For me, that information is not something supposed to bother anybody.
Okay.
Because one, if you see some of our commissioners or ministers, they are holding two positions in some holding federal executive position, and they are state campaign officials. For party to choose somebody to speak on their behalf, that person is not necessarily must be a Labour Party member or any other person. It can be another person who, like us, can decide to speak for Labour Party. That is why when Justice Okoye is trying to explain this, for me, it is not necessary.
All right.
And secondly, there are a lot of things happening in Oshodi Collection Center for
PVC.
Yes, that is what do they call it? That is for voters ID card. That is our permission to vote. What do they call it? You will go there, over 1,000 people in a day, and 10 people will not collect. 2 days ago, there are a lot of uproar in that area, and nobody cares to ask why these people are not collecting. And when you check your system, you find out that yes, INEC have released their voters card, but when you go to the test, they will keep you throughout the whole day, frustration everywhere, and you keep on imagining what is happening. How can an INEC officials send only 3 people at Oshodi to go and cover over 2, 3, 4, 500 people in a day? It is not working. Before you know it, they will say that they've taken the voters card back to Abuja. That is number one. And number two, pertaining IPOB. IPOB, fine, no matter whatever they are doing, and government have said their position. But I will advise government not to be painting this, making it in such a way that people will be afraid of going home. We saw a lot of things happening in Northeast, and I don't think we are carrying it too far like that.
Okay.
Oh, this man that they killed in the airport, somebody invited him. Yes, Gunlock. Somebody invited him, and nobody asked who invited that man to Owerri. He did not come just like that. He came to visit somebody, and that person he visited did not escort the person to the airport. All of a sudden, we heard that this man has died. And the investigation was just like that. Suddenly they brought out some people that he is the person that killed. In short, we are all intelligent people. They should not just be using us as if we are market people. We are intelligent. The government should come out truthful. And there is somebody, that man came on an official visit. An official visit for that matter. And when he's going, he's supposed to accord by officials. And he did not. Or they did not stop him. And something happened. They said it's iPod, non-government, on this, on non-that. We are tired of this. The security situation is dicey. That is my complaint. Thank you, my sister.
Very much. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for calling on the program. I really appreciate that. So, you are still currently listening to the Evening Rush on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. And like I told you, we're streaming live. You can actually send your comments on YouTube. We'll definitely read it out there. And send your messages on WhatsApp, please. I see that some of you are sending voice notes. Send a message. Type it. All right, I'll read it out here. Hello, good evening.
Yeah.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, good evening. Fine.
Good evening. Name and location, please.
Thank you. My name is Joseph. I am calling from Diamond Estate.
Diamond Estate. Where is that?
Officially in Gondo Road.
All right. Okay. All right. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you. Listen, I have a question, and I want to understand this question. There are some old men here in this very particular estate.
Okay.
Majority of them hang Biafra ID card on their neck.
Huh?
And majority of them hang Biafra ID card on their neck. Should these people be treated as a Biafra, or they should be treated as Nigeria? And I saw many policemen here, and they don't do anything about it. These people, are they Nigeria? Are they Biafra? I think something important should be done about this, so that we...
Okay, these guys wearing this thing on their neck, are they constituting mayhem? Are they nuisance? Are they disturbing people? Are they pilfering? Are they stealing? Are they creating a sense of instability within that estate?
They are not constituted any crime. They are not violent. But I want to know exactly what.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. All right. I appreciate that. 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. I think he's trying to verify they wearing an official Biafra card around their neck. Are they Nigerians or are they Biafrans? I think it's left for them to respond to that. And if they have not been involved in anything whatsoever, well, and if policemen have been seeing them and nothing has been done about them, then it means that they haven't done anything wrong by the law. I think they're just wearing what it is. Everybody has something that they believe in, I think. All right. 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, my sister.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm Emmanuel calling from Ilasa.
Emmanuel from Ilasa?
Yes.
All right, Emmanuel, please go ahead.
The issue of IPOB and the federal government. I just understand that the government is doing their best effort to attract the international community as to condemn and declare IPOB a sort of, terrorism, that terrorist organization.
They've actually been prescribed. They are prescribed group.
Yeah, that is in Nigeria. That is in Nigeria.
Okay, you want to...
And all that they are doing now is trying to gather, their best of effort to feed the international community. We have them. Last time I called and I was saying something when the issue of IPOB came. I said government have their own IPOB among them. And whenever they want to do something or allege, they can choose. They can arrest and give them, what to say and record it. So, the thing that they are doing, they are not going the best way. Because the government really wants to unite Nigeria, appease the people, make them to know that they belong to the nation. They're supposed to really call them. And they are even the ones that are causing every form of attack on the government, that's the military or police. Because these people that claim to be police and the army,
because of their right with their gun, they shoot anyhow, they kill anyhow.
Okay.
And as they kill and shoot, the people also have their own blood and life to live. Their own brothers who see those kind of things, sometimes they feel bad and they feel like attacking. And when you kill an army, they say you have killed Nigerian army, but Nigerian army have killed a lot of youth. So the government has to really know that that particular side of the country is part of the country. Like as some people say, you look at Boko Haram, they are doing whatever they are doing. If they arrest them, okay, some time ago there was a report of the sponsors of Boko Haram that their list were, brought down from Saudi Arabia. Have you ever had the name of one person mentioned? None of the people's names were mentioned to talk of anything. But what they're doing is they gather some people and force them to confess, is this person that IPOB, like the case that the military veterans in U.S., is making with some party, this in U.S. there, is that IPOB means the whole nation, indigenous people of. That's when you are saying and accusing, you are accusing anybody that is of that region. So let the government, stop what they are doing and let them be reign.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much for calling. All right, I do appreciate that. 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. And you can also send a WhatsApp message on 0700 903 9039. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello, Precious. Good evening.
No, not Precious. Precious is not in today. This is Esther. My name is Esther Wachuku.
Okay,
Sitting in for Precious today.
My dear, anybody that want to ask you a necessary question, don't answer them.
All right.
Don't allow them to put you into trouble.
Okay, thank you.
The person that saw them with a kind of ID card, why did the person approach the person he saw to explain why he is wearing the ID card? Please mind their work.
Okay, thank you very much. You didn't tell me your name.
My name is VIP Amechi. I'm your listener.
Okay, yeah, you called earlier today. I'm so sorry. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was able to respond. I said, if they did not do anything, that my old men wearing whatever it is they wear, it could be a necklace, it could be anything, and they're not exerting any mayhem in their community, then, and if the police have seen them and haven't done anything, then it means they're just being themselves. All right, thank you. Thank you so much for calling in. 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. What are the hot topics that we're looking at today? The court has remanded Trigger Happy Police Officer Vandi till January 30 for killing a Lagos female lawyer, Bolanle Rahim. That is one topic we're also looking at. Also in Rivers State today, about 10 Eastern IPOB and Eastern Security Network members were arrested at precisely Oyigbo. The Commissioner of Police there disclosed to journalists and correspondents while he conveyed at a press conference to tell them and how, based on intelligence reports, they were able to apprehend these guys, and they caught them with some fake joint military task force fatigue. And as well, they also discovered that they were part of those who burnt down police stations during the hashtag #EndSARS protest. That is one. Also, we also heard that the current DG of the Labour Party, the Commissioner of Information and Voter Education, Festus Okoye, has come out to say that he is still a senatorial candidate of the Zenith Labour Party. And then I'm asking questions, what does that portend for the Labour Party's campaign? Hello, good evening.
Hello, President. Good evening. This is Patrick calling from Owerri.
My name is Esther Wachuku. I'm sitting in for Precious.
Okay.
So you're calling from Imo. How is Imo this evening, please?
Very peaceful.
Very peaceful. No wahala. Village is bubbling.
No wahala.
All right, go ahead, Patrick.
Okay. I want to know the topic you are having today.
The hot topics are concerning Osuntokun, the voter education of INEC minister is saying that he's still a senatorial candidate of the Zenith Labour Party. Also, the court has remanded the policeman who killed Bolanle Rahim for 30 days, that is still January 30, or for advice within them concerning how they'll proceed with the case. They've remanded him in police custody at the moment. We also looked at the fact that about 10 IPOP members were arrested today in Port Harcourt, Oyingbo to be precise, the IPOP members, and they were able to discover some identifiable items with them to implicate that they're actually members of IPOP. These are the issues we're looking at this evening. What's your contribution?
Okay. Concerning the IPOP issue, I think I will advise them to step down the actions now that we are entering an election. Moreover, I will advise the federal government to hasten effort and release their leader.
Okay.
So that all these things will calm down.
All right.
But here, in a way, I passed through the government house. Though there are presence of security men, but there was no problem at all. People were moving freely, going about their normal duties without any problem.
All right. Thank you, Patrick.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much for calling on the program. 0700 903 903 903. You can actually go on YouTube and send a comment, or you can actually see the number on YouTube and call in and be part of the conversation. You virtually join us while the conversation is ongoing, just like Patrick, who is currently in Imo State, and he's been able to call to follow up with the conversation. Kennedy Ekeleme says Hope Uzodimma should be held responsible for the death of Goodluck. He should be the first suspect if actually our system is working, and that's from Kennedy Ekeleme. Now, I have this WhatsApp message. It is just pathetic that we cheaply lose life just like that in the hands of people in charge of internal security. Can't a law be made that any police officer that kills an innocent soul should be killed alongside with his families? This will put a good caution over their attitude towards the citizens. One corporal will just kill a responsible man and nothing happens. Haba. Very unfortunate. Okay, there is a process, all right? That is why there are laws. There's a process for these things to go through. And just like any other criminal who is currently in police custody, who has killed people, destroyed homes, made people to languish and waste, you notice that sometimes when they apprehend them, they don't kill them immediately. They go through a process and the court verdict is given. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Name and location, please.
Oh my God, this is my first time of making call with you.
Really?
Yes.
All right. What's your name?
I'm Calvin.
Calvin, can you kindly turn down the audio of a radio? There's a feedback.
I'm calling from Lagos.
All right, Calvin, I said turn down the audio of your radio. Turn it off completely. I can hear myself.
I'll turn it down right now.
All right, good. Welcome to the program. This is your first time of calling in. Welcome.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
No, I only want to call and appreciate your efforts.
All right. Thank you, Calvin. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. All right. Okay, 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. You can send a WhatsApp message on 0700 903 9039. And when you send a message, kindly put your name there so we know who is sending the message. Okay, we have a WhatsApp call. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello. Okay, 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. You can also send us a WhatsApp message on 0700 903 9039, or call us, or rather send a message on YouTube. That is, let us hear your comments on YouTube. We're currently streaming live right now, so you can send in your comments and we will read it right here. So before we go on a break, we're looking at these hot topics concerning the fact that the killer, the trigger-happy police officer who shot and killed Bolanle Rahim has been remanded till January 30 in a police custody at Ikoyi Correctional Center, to be precise. Hello, good evening. Hello?
Hello?
Good evening.
Evening.
How are you?
I'm fine. First time caller.
First time. Yippee. Welcome to the program. What's your name, please, and location?
Okay, my name is Abraham. I'm calling from Facebook.
All right. Welcome to the program, Abraham. Go ahead, please. Hello? Okay. Abraham just called in to tell us he's a first time caller. Is that it? Abraham, is that you? Hello. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Your name and location, please.
I am Prince, calling from Alabama.
Prince from Alagbadu. Prince, please go ahead.
Concerning the misuse of arms
Mm-hmm.
by the police force,
Mm-hmm.
it's been long I've been lamenting that 60%, 70% of our police officers are not trained.
Okay.
I have been saying it, even if Precious is on CTV, hear me record of this, that I have been lamenting that they are not trained. One. Number two, they are used to alcohol, which is a very, very bad omen for a man or a woman police to be on a uniform, drinking and alcohol, being intoxicated, even at the early hours of the day. When you meet them for a solution or you run to them for a rescue, you see that the person you are running onto is drunk, highly drunk. Even when you deal with some issues with them, you see how they will just answer you acting like you did not come from anywhere. That is number one. Number two, let me comment on this issue of on a pregnant woman. Something happened at Ocho. I recorded it. That should be around 2007. One Mr. He was serving on at the Martindale police station. And when they got him arrested, after a long period of time, do you know that I traveled to Abuja? I saw him as being one of the top officers, 3 ranks officers, 3 stars. I begin to wonder, is it where they transferred him to? Closing the case, a man killed an innocent pregnant woman, also hosted a pure water at Oshodi under bridge. And at the end of the day, that case was just closed and he was promoted. Even when I saw him at Abuja, I was amazed. It's not one, it's not two, it's not three. Even at that same matching the police station as I'm talking to you, there is one kind man which they call AK-47 fighter. That man used a knife to cut somebody's hand. And at the end of the day, before you know it, they gave him a rat. And he's still operating there at the end of the anti-robbery. What sort of things are all those things? They don't even care for human rights. They don't even care for the life of the citizens. At the end of the day, they care that they know that there is nothing the law can do anything about concerning them. It's unfortunate. Please, you people should take record and let there be reformation in police sector. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Wow. 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. And you can actually send us a WhatsApp message on 0700 903 9039. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. How are you? You're on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, thank you. My name is Peter.
Peter.
Yes. I am calling from
please.
Sherry right now.
Is
Yes.
Sherry?
Yes.
All right,
You
Peter.
see, what I am saying in all these days is that the model is important to Nigerians. If you look at it very well, a lady was killed in Sokoto State this year, Deborah Samuel. What is her name?
Yeah, Deborah Samuel.
Yes. Where was the justice concerning her killer? The killer, up to today, has not been brought to book. Wadume from Taraba masterminded the killing of so many Nigerians. He was arrested and he was sentenced to only 7 years imprisonment. 7 years. What does that tell you? That is telling you that if you go into crime, after some years, you come out and continue. A man committed the same offense. He was sentenced to life imprisonment, which is also is not enough. He just paid through his life. He was sentenced to life imprisonment. Possibly another government may come today, tomorrow, and set him free. Either you are a police, either you are a soldier, either you are a civilian. If you take life of any Nigerian, the same law the same thing that happens to you as a policeman or soldier or civilian should happen to everyone, because the life of everybody is important. If you take somebody's life, your life also should be taken. You see where we are heading to? Where is the justice? The brother, someone, what is her name? Where is the justice? A woman called Sarah was killed in Dakota, local government, Kano State, early last year, in the name of blasphemy. Where was the justice? I don't know where we are heading to. That is the question I always ask. Why some Nigerians will committed Mr. A offense, they will set free to go home, and Mr. B will committed that same offense. He will be held responsible. What kind of country are we? The life of every Nigerian is important as far as I'm concerned. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's a very good one. Thank you so much for that. 0700 903 903 903. We're streaming live on YouTube, so if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. We also stream on Facebook as well. So all you need to do is go on Facebook, Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Follow us, and of course you can watch the program live and make your comments too. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to the program. What's your name?
My name is Nnamdi, calling from Olukunbagi.
Calling from where? Hello, Nnamdi. All right, we lost that connection. 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening. Wow. Please, when you call in, turn off the audio of your radio. That was very loud. Hello? Uh-oh. Turn down the audio of your radio. Completely turn it off. All right, please. Hello?
Okay, can we go ahead?
Yes, we can go ahead now. It's better. Thank you.
Good evening, my dear.
Good evening.
How are you?
I am fine. I can still hear the feedback. You haven't completely turned it down.
Okay. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay now. Go ahead. What's your name?
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name?
My name is Ikpaiso.
Ikpaiso?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
I'm calling you from Ikorodu.
From Ikorodu. Ikpaiso, what state are you from?
I'm an Akwa Ibomite.
Okay. And I needed to understand your name. All right, please
Thank you
go
very
ahead.
much.
Yes, go ahead, please.
I want to comment on the killing by the police.
All right.
Do you know that the only way to end such calamity is very simple?
Tell us.
We should start it somewhere. Otherwise, it will happen to you or me tomorrow.
Yeah, so what's the way? What's the way that you said that is simple?
The policemen should be killed instantly.
No, that's not a good way to go about it.
That's
barbaric. There's a process. There are laws.
You said what?
There is a process. There are laws. You can't say they should be killed immediately. They should be arrested. Yes. They should be stripped. Yes. They should be tried. Yes. And the right justice carried. I'm just saying that giving that advice for jungle justice to be carried on, it's not proper.
Then what do you call the one that the police did?
That's what I'm saying. They've apprehended him. He's in court.
How did the law describe that
he's
one?
in the police station at the moment, and his case is still on trial. And the federal government has promised, President Muhammadu Buhari, the state governor has promised.
A pregnant woman, married woman, going with his family, and a drunk policeman just walk down and kill, and nothing will be done. Like all others that has happened the same way.
Something is already being done already. That is why it's on the hot topic today.
Can you tell me what they have done?
They have remanded. They have remanded him. All right. They have remanded him right now. He's at Ikoyi Correctional Center. He's going to be there till January 30. You know, normally the police do not release the identity of these individuals when this kind of things happen. They released his identity. They've stripped him of his uniform, of his rank and every other thing. So they have assured us that due process will be followed. That's basically why we're talking about it. But the idea, though, the suggestion you're giving, I don't think is something we should be saying right now. It's not encouraging.
Okay. I will allow not to take the call.
All right. Okay. So,
have a good night.
All right, good night. Thank you. Thank you so much for calling on the program, okay? 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call. You can also send us a WhatsApp message on 0700 903 9039. And we're currently streaming live on YouTube. So once you go on YouTube, you type VOP 903 FM and you go on there, you'll see Evening Rush, Hot Topic Evening Rush currently streaming at the moment, and you can be part of the conversation. Also, you can subscribe and follow us on Facebook as well. We also stream live in there, so you do not miss out at all. You do not feel like you're away or you're apart from the program this evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm Mr. Patrick from Apoluku.
Mr. Patrick, welcome to the program. Please go ahead.
Yeah. The last caller said that this is the way we should go about police when they kill people in a senseless way. You say no, that is not the way, which is true. That there is a process. Hello?
Yes, I'm listening to you, Patrick.
Hello?
I can hear you, Patrick.
Yeah. You said that it's a process. Yes, there is a process, but if they don't want to process it that way,
how?
If they don't want to process it that way, they are the one now calling the other way.
They're already going ahead with the process. He has been stripped of his rank completely. He's in the correctional center at the moment. Investigations are already on, and they will definitely highlight us on how the cause is going to go. That's why it's part of the hot topic to consider this evening.
You see, I do draw an example from the Western world.
Okay.
If in U.S., for instance, now, such a thing happen, how would they do it? How should they do it?
If it was in the US that such a thing happened,
I'm coming. I think that they will process it the way you are talking about.
All I'm saying is that two wrongs cannot make a right, and I don't think we can afford any state of anarchy at the moment.
In US, they should process it the way you are talking, because you said that there is a process.
Yes, which is already ongoing.
The normal process that they should take. I believe that in US, they will do it that way.
Okay.
But whereby in US, they do not do it that way. Don't you think that the people will now react?
All I'm saying, Mr. Patrick,
this is exactly what is happening in Nigeria. Listen, whether we believe it or not, as far as we don't take that due process, people will react in the way that they are reacting.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr.
People
Patrick.
will react in the way that they are reacting. That's the illegal way that we are avoiding. People must react that way, because it's human life that police are taking.
Okay.
Military are not even good in doing such. Unless now that they are trying to do such in eastern part of the country. I know that everything that is happening there is about politics and tribalism. They mix politics and tribalism in what they are doing here. Only a critical person will understand what is going there.
All right.
Politics and tribalism.
Okay.
That's why people they under the umbrella of police. They are attacking innocent boys who say that they are IPOP. If they say that they are IPOP, if police and army have not been killing them, they won't try to kill police or army. Some of them who do that. All of us knows about that. But anytime they raise a flag or do any certain thing, police will just jump out and be killing them. Is that the way to do things?
All right, Mr. Patrick. Program. So this is a thing. Every country has a constitution. The Nigerian constitution is about our laws. Laws are meant to be implemented so we can have a smooth state of governance. If laws are not adhered to, you're going to have a state of anarchy. When there is anarchy, people will die. When people die, the country becomes desolate, and we do not want that. So the thing is this. In a situation like this, as it happened, there were eyewitnesses there who saw what transpired. And already, you can see the immediate response from the president and the state governor. let's just say for the first time, this proactiveness from these key factors, these key members in response to this particular scenario is one we should actually compliment, because it's never happened like this before. The immediate response, especially from the president and the state governor to this scenario, is actually quite encouraging, at least let's just say, considering the fact that we've had a couple of cases like this and we've not seen this immediacy in responding to it. We have a WhatsApp message right now. Good evening, presenter. Camry Peterson says, a day is coming when these evil against the eastern part of Nigeria will be set free from the oppressors saying they caught people and labeling them IPOB. And last time I checked, the meaning of IPOB is indigenous people of Biafra, which means every Igbo descendant. God is watching. As for the police, I have said police should be scrapped off and another security outfit be raised. The Labour Party, INEC and APC are wasting time tackling Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi. He's the divine one. No one can stop Mr. Obi. All right, Comrade Peterson. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, my sister Isa.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. You see, the speaker, sorry, you know, the answer to, I know people are threatening you so much. The answer to this is very simple. This is they are police and they are also Nigerians. No, doesn't work that way.
Okay.
If you can, people can kill through any means. People can kill by slapping somebody. People can kill through stick. People can kill through knife or cutlasses. Killing is killing. If it is a law that any policeman kill anybody should be killed, also that same law will also apply to people that are not police too. So it doesn't work that way. That is the simple answer. If the policeman killed, he should be killed. If a civilian, or how do they call it, kill also should be killed, because the law of Nigeria did not state that either you are for this, you are for no. If you are killed, kill is killing. Some may kill with cutlass and some other actions. So if you kill, there is a process in the course of law. That is what you are trying to emphasize, to enumerate, but some people don't understand it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that. Thank you. All right. So we need to wrap up the program this evening. This is the last Friday in the month of 2022. I'll take one final call and then we'll wrap up the program. I really appreciate all your calls. Hello. Good evening. Hello. Good evening. Good evening.
Abraham, I'm calling back. Yes.
Abraham. All right. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I want to react on that issue of the policeman that killed that lawyer.
Yes. Go ahead.
You know, the problems of Nigeria, we are so eager to have justice, but we are not eager to find a long-lasting solution to that problem.
Okay.
Now, you should try to evaluate or try to reason why policemen do drink a lot of alcohol. Is it that they are happy or they have too much money or what? Some of them are taking these things, you know, to help them, you know, forget about the sorrows. They're worried about their money and their welfare in the police system. So what I'm thinking is this: if policemen are well taken care of, they will not be drinking as such. Some of them, they deny them of their salaries, their entitlement, their family issue problems, so they find something to relieve them from all those stress. So you started seeing them drinking. So, and you see, most of them that are drunk are not people that are in the higher position in the police. Those ones that are drinking are the low-ranking people in the police and business service. So government should try to make sure that their entitlement and salary have been paid. Let them be taken care of. They will not be drinking.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And another thing that I want to react to that IPOB something that they say they arrested and some IPOB members with rivals is just a stage play by the federal government to attract the international community to see IPOB like as if they are terrorist people. They should forget about that one for now. We all know the game. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. God bless you. Thank you for calling on the program. And this is a wrap on the evening rush for the year 2022. I'm actually happy for all of you who called in to participate on the program this evening. I have 2 WhatsApp messages, so let me take it quickly before we wrap up for this year. I'm no longer going to take any call. All right. But of course, on Monday, 2023, the evening rush hot topic continues right on. Who is an IPOB member? Do they have any label on their forehead? Why do they like linking criminals to IPOB? This is Kennedy in Sweden. IPOB gang caught in Oyubo by security agencies. Not true. Police should stop labeling criminals as IPOB members. Thank you very much, Kennedy from Sweden. I'm sure you were the one trying to call via WhatsApp. I'm sorry, it wouldn't We cannot properly hear you. When I picked, you couldn't really coming through. All right. Good evening, VOP. Good evening, Esther. As far as I'm concerned, bad leadership is a cause of the proliferation of criminality in Nigeria. Most of our leaders are directly or indirectly collaborators to Nigeria's predicaments. In the case of Nigerian police, they are globally rubbishing our image by their crude behaviors. Most Nigerian police officers are shameless. I say this because anytime there is a crisis concerning the police, they do not. Okay, anytime there's a crisis concerning the police, such as NSAS, they will restrict from bad behavior for a while. When such crisis dies down, you will see them on the street again, back to their criminalities. What a shame. And this is from Agege from Agege. Thank you so much for your WhatsApp message. Good evening. There is no trust in the system in Nigeria, where government will show people one thing and be doing another thing in secret. They may collect the officer's uniform in Lagos State and reinstate him to resume duty in another state secretly. This is Niger. Kolawole from Ejigbo. Kolawole, thank you very much for that. I actually do appreciate that. Due process in Nigeria will end in amnesty. Killing a woman and unborn child who will kill with a gun should be killed with a gun. And this is from Shina from Isolo. Thank you, all of you who sent your messages this evening. I do appreciate that. But this is a wrap up on the program on the evening rush right now at the moment. We're on the hot topic. And of course, we'll see you on Monday. Definitely. The news will keep on going on. There will be hot topics that will be consistent. However, while the year is winding down, I will encourage you to try as much as possible to be careful. Make sure that you're alert. Make sure you do not get yourself involved in anything that will jeopardize you entering the new 2023. Also, try as much as possible to get your PVCs if you haven't. Follow it. No matter what the challenges are, please make sure that you follow it and get your PVC. It is very important. My name is Esther Wachiku. I'm signing out. Of course, see you in the new year. All right? Have a fantastic weekend.